Hey guys, Kenna here, and today I'm playing an iOS game called Nekonoke Cat Collector. It's a really cute little Japanese game where the object is to pet your cat and earn fur balls, which in turn earn you objects, new cats, and a little bit of storyline as well. Nekonoke Cat Collector is available on the App Store and is free to play, but there are in-app purchases. They're stashed away behind a store option, but nonetheless, if you have young people playing this, you may want to turn on restrictions. You may also want to be careful of the Facebook and Twitter buttons. They're easy to tap accidentally. There really isn't much to this game. You simply tap the cat and collect the fur balls. The game will also auto-spawn fur balls at intervals, which helps keep it moving even if you're only logging in occasionally. For the menus along the bottom, you've got Room, which takes you back to the main screen with your room and cat. Cats, the list of cats, which also shows you the next one you're working towards. Item, similar to the cats menu, it's a list of items you can earn. Now I should mention that with both cats and items, you must unlock them progressively, in other words, no skipping around. Finally, it's the memo menu, which has a number of different setting screens, the shop for in-app purchases, your record, which is basically a collection of your achievements, the diary, pages of which are unlocked as you progress through the story, and sort, which is where you customize your room. Now to customize your room, simply tap on one of the paw prints and it will show you the available items that fit there. When you start a new game, you will start off with one cat, Cake, in a basic room. To get started, simply tap her and collect the fur balls. When you get enough, you'll be prompted to start buying items and eventually a new cat. Note that all items and cats can be upgraded as well. There doesn't seem to be much point to doing so at first, but later on I'll explain why you'll want to. There are special events that can happen in this game. The first is the fish. It turns up in the upper left-hand corner randomly, and tapping on it gets you a furball boost. You can also grant your cat's wishes, which turn up in little thought bubbles above their head. Tapping the wish grants you rainbow balls. Again, more bonus furballs for you. The only slightly annoying thing about this game is that normal tapping for fur balls is time-gated. That means that after a short amount of time, it won't matter how much you tap, you won't get any more. That's only a minor hiccup though, and I'll explain more about that in a bit as well. Finally, you can also get bonus fur balls for sharing your progress on Facebook and Twitter, but I wouldn't recommend it unless you have dedicated accounts for social gaming. But back to my completed game. I'll just scroll down and let you see all the cats you can earn. Chiff is my favorite, obviously. And these are all the items you can get. There are also a few rooms that come standard and a couple available through the store. And finally, as you progress through the story, different scenery unlocks for you to gaze at through the window. So that's the basics done with. Now on to a few tips and tricks to help you beat the game if you want to, or just get the most out of it if you're only looking for a casual experience. Tip number 1. Buy all the extras. Now, this is an optional step, but it's always worth paying a little bit for an outstanding game. For just about £4, you can get rid of ads, increase furball production, and get unlimited taps. Those last two will really help your progress and get rid of the annoying furball time gate I referred to earlier. Tip number 2. Turn on data. In either the cats menu or the items menu, tap the data button. Doing this reveals a lot of information about what you're doing, and it will make it much easier to decide where to invest your furballs. Tip number 3. Know your upgrades. There are 6 upgrades attached to items, and they all do something slightly different. Auto increases the furballs you get when the game gives you furballs automatically, for instance when you've been away for a while. The auto rate often far exceeds the tapping furball rate, so make sure to max out your auto where you can. Furballs does what it says on the tin. It gives you extra furballs whichever way you earn them. Level up cost reduces the cost of leveling up anything, and that applies to cats as well as items. Make items reduces what it costs to make new items or buy new cats. Rainbow Ball gives you extra rainbow balls when you tap on a wish, and finally, wish granting makes the little wish bubble appear more often. Tip number 4. You don't need to place items in your room in order to get the benefit of them, so decorate however you like. And finally, tip number 5, the big one, take the time to level everything up. The cost of leveling items, especially at low levels, is very small compared to the cost of a new cat. So while it'll seem slow at first, by the time you get to the end, you'll be generating furballs like nobody's business. Overall, I think Nekonoke Cat Collector is a fantastic game for iOS. It can be challenging or casual depending on your style, and the adorable graphics keep you coming back for more. So how would I rate it? It's an 8.5 out of 10 from me. While the gameplay is fun, simple, and compelling, it's a little quick to complete and there's no point carrying on once you're done. And one little crash that cost me a couple million furballs also loses at half a point. And just as a final note, I'd recommend this game for kids. It's easy to understand and it's engaging, but please do be sure to turn off in-app purchases and educate them about sharing content to Facebook and Twitter. Thank you very much for watching. Again, this is Kenna. If you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe and leave me a note letting me know what other games you'd like to see. You can also follow me over on Twitter at @adastra1930 for all my latest updates. See you next time.